100 years after emancipation, as he stood in the shadows of the Lincoln Memorial, he stated, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal." You see, in 1963, in his home state of Georgia, black men were still being kept from voting. At a time when he could not even be served lunch at the table with a white man, could he foresee that white man voting for the first black president of the United States 45 years later? Dr. King's perseverance and optimism paid off. But our nation today is the kettle beginning to boil. We are fighting a war that no one can win. Our economy is the worst since the Great Depression. We still have racial issues, and people are being killed right outside their homes. But optimism is Barack Obama's "yes we can" attitude that is pulling together a divided nation and providing hope for the hopeless. Just like Obama has hope and optimism for the future of our country, I am optimistic about my future, but it wasn't always this way. When I was 5 years old and my dad died, I too was hopeless. But I realized that it is not the hand you are dealt, it's how you play the cards. Instead of just two parents, I have a whole circle of people of whom I am very close to and who all love me very much. I have an awesome relationship with my mother, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, and aunts that otherwise I would not have had. As you can see, I'm not the biggest guy in the room. I play offensive line, and in the biggest football game of the year, I had to line up across from a defensive tackle that stood about 5'7" and weighed at least 160 pounds. I had to hit him in the hip because that's all that I could reach. He told me, "You're not getting off this field alive." And I believed him at first. "Okay," I said. But as I was throwing up, I thought about it. I can do this, I told myself, and I did. By the end of the game, he moved to the other side of the line just to get away from me. Who said an ant can't move a rubber tree plant? Not Barack Obama, and certainly not me.